Alright, we're in the year 8,888, the most infinite of years to date. Just kidding, it's 1888. So many eights. 1888 Canadian large 8 cents. So many eights. Infinity and beyond. We are on eBay. We're going to snipe some die clashes here. We're starting with a really good image. It's sponsored, so I'm going to see it again at some point and not realize it. So we're checking all these listings. We're trying to find a die clash because a lot of people don't know what they have. Die clash, I say, is a set within a set. Just people think it's common and only on like 2 dates, but it's on everything. Absolutely everything. It's even on Mintstruck. Oh, die clash, Mintstruck stuff. So we got a little hook just come off that last date there. It's often called a hanging or a hook or a cocoon sometimes, but yeah, that is a very common feature on all stuff. Is basically the neck, throat, chin, jaw area. We're gonna show it on the other side. Oh yeah, and you can see it too. You can see part of the 8 in here. So that's like the second one in, and we found a die clash. So what happens there is that when the die clash when the 2 dies come to strike each other to mint the coin, and there's no blank in between, so the 2 dice hit each other, and they're very hard to steal, and they're gonna do a lot of damage to each other. So it's gonna strike and input images from each side onto the opposing side, from one side onto the opposing side. So this happens on everything. Prime example there. We found one right off the hop. 25 bucks? Yeah, I jump on that all day. If you need one for your set, I would. I actually have 2 sets. I have the whole Vicky's all clashed up, and then another set which I put together but abandoned to fill with these die clashes. So I have a penny set and a die clash set. A set within a set. Alright, do we have another here? Nope. And this is a very popular year for varieties. The 8 seems to be repunching itself, the last one. I'm not really going to get into that because we're searching for die clashes and we did find one. Actually, yeah, we should have looked at the back here. I don't think there is any on the back. No, I don't see any there either. Well, I found one. I hope people stay for the rest of the video, see if I find another one, but I wouldn't hold it against you if you just saw it and ran. I can put out like better images, or I have black and white images of die clashes, hand drawn, and they're much more elaborate than seeing like 1 or 2 objects here. I studied this stuff under 10 times magnification under a 100-watt bulb just to find stuff. Oh, so many scratches, won't be able to tell. Yeah, but I spent some time looking for this stuff. I don't regret it whatsoever. It's a neat hobby. And I know of a secret many other people don't. Like, oh, gosh, it's just a die clash. Yeah, but some are really rare. That wasn't the most crisp of images, but I'm pretty sure I would have seen one on that one if there was one. They're not always in the same place. Not always the same thing. Some years like to start from different directions, but if you go for varieties, they're different dies. Each die was struck differently. Actually, let's go back there. No, don't see anything on the top there. We found one, so I can start being picky. Looking just for the good images. Nada. Can't really tell on the top there. They're showing me the last 8, but that's not it. Yep, there's that one we saw again. Remember that title? Go find it on eBay. It's probably still there. I'm not buying it. I already got mine. That almost looks like it could be one. They're showing me the Ina. Did I look at this one? Don't think I see anything on it. We're looking at 8s. Oh, we see a little scratch in there, that arc. Don't be confused. It may look like a die clash, but it has to maintain the pattern of the obverse in this case. There's another type of clash called a misaligned die clash or mad clash. It's where it jumps off and the rim will probably like strike the center or something. Oh, I can't see anything. I have a couple examples of them. I even have a few that aren't really listed. I got them on dimes, I got them on nickels, but they're very popular in 1962 pennies. But I should save that for another video. And then the one I got on the nickel, I don't know where I put it. It's gone missing. Load. Not any better. Next one. It's currently raining outside. I don't know if you guys can hear it. See little droplets behind me. Oh, come on, better images, peoples. What do we have for video length? 6 minutes. Oh, we found that one. Just that one. So hey everybody, remember that title. It's worth the buy. I even mark it up. If I bought it, I'd probably sell it for like 45 or something. I don't even want to try looking at those. Could almost be die clashing up on the top of the head here, right in there, but I don't know. Yep, die clash. That definitely was a die clash. You can see something over here. It can almost be double, a double die clash. Looks like a horned 8 variety. Yeah, that one's a die clash. It's really, really tough to tell. There's like a 60% chance that it is. So we found 2. Nothing. I'm pretty sure like seeing a die clash often looks like a scratch, so it gets downgraded. But at the same time, they don't count bag marks. Those things that slide right through. Like, oh, it's supposed to be that way. It was shipped in a giant bag and they hit each other. But you can't have best of both worlds. You gotta pick one over the other. I call it bag mark damage, even if it's done at the mint or in a mint bag. Some of this stuff is so close and just the image just fails me. Oh, die clash. Oh, that's amazing beating coming across right in here. It goes down quite a ways. This is a very dark front, but I think this is going to be a really nice die clash. It's the first 1888 I've seen with beating on top. Remember that one? Oh, and it's super cheap too. Extra fine. I'm just going to watch that. Did I just look at this one? Like, I'm not trying to like boast the prices of them. I do have a lot and would love to sell them. They actually are worth a lot of money. I believe they're cheaper than what they do sell for, but gotta look at the markup too. Like, all this stuff has to be done by hand. Die crack error, but we're looking for die clash error. Like, if I find a die clash and only think it's worth $2, but have to sell for $8 because of the effort I put into it, the cost of the transaction, that really inflates the price. That's right, like every penny right now, even like at 2012, every penny in existence is a minimum worth of 5 cents. Oh, die clash again. We found another one. We see a, like almost a saw teeth right at the top side, pointing towards the head, right across there. Definite die clashing. Can't see anything on the reverse. And we found a couple, what, 3, 4 already? What do we have for time? 11 minutes. Alright. We're going to call it here on this video. A couple clashes out there. You know what to look for. I'll catch you on the next one.